Hello guys, welcome back. Today, very quick video about a system that I really wanted to make a dedicated video about, even though it's gonna probably be a quick one. But I wanted to highlight something that a lot of people might, not necessarily you wanna do it, but you might overlook the system, or maybe you don't use it, maybe you underuse it. And I'm talking about the Endfield database. Now, this at the first step, when you see this and you click and you go like, oh, whatever, it's some tutorial, lol, right? It is some tutorial, right? And first of all, the tutorial zone is very important. If you happen to be confused about anything, this is unironically really good tutorial because it's also accompanied by a video guide of whatever you're seeing, right? So if there is something that in my videos that you didn't find, or you still have some question, you want something specific to know, and the game is out when you're watching this video and you know that the game is out, you can go in game and open this and check all of the tutorials about everything in the game. It goes from exploration to factory to combat to the other systems. And when you go into something, you click A or D or left and right, you're going to see in depth what's happening. It's going to actually show you how it works, the basics of literally everything, besides obviously how some factory unit work. Because for those, there is a separate tutorial zone for those specifically. They'll also give you the blueprint, etc. Right? And so that said, we go back once and we have the thread files. These are the information about mobs. This is the more on the side, random stuff that you don't really care about necessarily. Sure, you can check some bosses, right? You can check bosses if they're resistant to anything specifically. But besides that, there's not something that you want to go check every 2 seconds, right? We're getting to the better parts in just a second. This is all the weapons, so you can check weapons that you don't have, and you can check them without having to bother going into the arsenal shop and clicking them. You can go here, you can switch to see how they look when they're maxed out, when they're high level, check what type of bonuses they have and stuff like that. The weapon skills as well. You can literally check everything that this weapon has, which weapon has attack, which effect, what level they are at this effect, which level gives you XYZ, right? Long story short, everything is in this. Everything is in this weapon file. Now, we go back and we check the gear files. The gear files literally tells you everything about the gear pieces, including when you can get them and what they give you, like what type of bonus effect they give you. Same concept as the weapon. This obviously is easy to do because you basically have the gear. You can just make the gear if you have enough materials. But yeah, that is the gear and weapon. Facility files is literally every unit in the game. You can check them again, and let's say you want to do, okay, this does this, okay. It comes from researching a certain node in the facility. This doesn't give you the tutorial though, so you need to go do the tutorial in the other menu. When you press T and there is a simulation, that's where you do the tutorial for the facility. Now, the item file is where it's at. Because when you go to AIC product, those are all, all the gatherable natural resources, progression material, rare materials. Okay, where are they? Where are you? Gathering sites, it's going to tell you what it is if you have it unlocked. Otherwise, it's going to say like, oh, I don't know what it is. Go find it. You need to find it first. But that said, after you unlock the map and maybe you didn't notice that the icon is there, you can click it to check where the location is. This is the best part of this video. This is basically everything in the game that you can make, at least in the beta. Everything is subject to change. So, keep that in mind. So you have all of these materials, and the good part about this is that in this panel you can click and it tells you how to make it. It tells you how to make it, how to refine it into something else, how to combine it with something else, and what it's used for. So this is where you understand which materials are the most important, which materials you need to do some specific, like a composite combo material. Let's say you want to make a battery, you need 15 dense originum powder and 10 steel part. How do you make this? You click view chain, and now you have your endpoint here, and you scroll all the way to the left. Everything starts with a sand leaf seed. and you put in the planting unit, then you put in the shredding unit and make your powder. At the same time, you're making a ferrium ore refined into the ferrium, then gets shredded into the powder. You combine it to powder to make this sponge-looking dense ferrium powder, which then gets refined to make a steel, which then gets fit to make a steel part. And then it gets combined with another secondary line here, which uses the originium ore that gets shredded into powder. And then sandleaf powder, which you already made here. You need another one, basically. Is it sandleaf? Yeah. You make another one, basically. You make two of them. And one is connecting to ferrium, one is connecting to originium. You make this dense originium powder, steel part, GG. You pack them together and you made the highest rarity, highest power Valley battery. With this gives you, I believe, like 1000 power or something. Can you check? 1100 power. See, so this is very important because every item in the game that you can make, at least in the beta, is explained here out how to make it. Even Cyanite, which is it's a weird material from wooling, it tells you that you need water and stabilized carbon. Oh, how do I make it? Oh, it's a refining unit. It takes 2 seconds. It takes one. We have to click it to go back in. It takes 1 dense carbon powder to refine into a stabilized carbon, and then you connect it with water. You can easily ignore all of this shit because you can just connect a pump of on the nearby, let's say, river and get water from there. So this part of the chain is irrelevant. This is if you were doing this into in the place that doesn't have any water, right? So it's gonna be these two items combined together makes like some weird material. And then if you go back, it also tells you where it comes from and which unit you need to make it. In this case, you need the Forge of the Sky, which you will unlock by going to Wooling. They give you the blueprint automatically. But yes, this is what I wanted to show you. This also applies with all of the materials that you did that are going to help you throughout the whole journey on the game, like how to make bombs. You can make how to make very, very, very important, how to make the HP potions and how to make materials that then you're going to be trading in your camps. For example, the back capsule CMB, the back capsule A, the Yazen syringe, which is the first material in the Wooling camps. You know, there's a lot of certain powder that are really, really good. For example, this one is a really good powder. It restores 1000 HP, you know, and it automatically uses itself 3 times if you fall below 60. Now, this is very important, and this is why I wanted to make this video. I don't want to like yap too much, but this is a glazed video about the Endfield database. In case you forget about it, please use this system. It's really good, and if for whatever reason you still have questions, feel free to come ask me live at twitch.tv/JKZN. Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. I told you it was gonna be quick. Thank you for watching and see you next time.